Week 8 of the 2025 college football season is here, and this Saturday brings us a showdown in the Big 12 between the Baylor Bears and your TCU Horned Frogs. Welcome back into our Frogs Today football pregame show presented by Texacoin. I'm Faith Lester, and this is Camden Stone. The 121st meeting between the two private schools should, if history proves itself, come down to the wire once again. The Bears come in today on a 2-game winning streak and a 4-2 on the season, currently sitting at 2-1 in the Big 12 and can't afford another loss. Our Horned Frogs, on the other hand, have lost 2 of their last 3, dropping them to 1-2 in the conference. If they want any shot of competing for the top of the Big 12, they have to get a win today. Here is head coach Sonny Dykes on the college football landscape on his State of the Frogs Coaches Show this week. Today's game features 2 Texas-born quarterbacks that lead the nation in passing yards per game. Hoover is number 2 with 315.5 yards per game, and under the center for the Bears is Sawyer Robertson, who ranks number 1 with 343 yards per game. Robertson also leads the nation in passing touchdowns with 19 in passing yards as well. Hoover is right behind him with 18 touchdowns. Dykes talked about the 2 leaders this week as similar with strong faith, athletic families, and successful guys, and that they are to him what college athletics is all about. Coach Dykes has said it all week on multiple platforms. It's going to come down to what team makes the least mistakes. It's just that simple. Lots more to get in on today's show. Athletic Director Mike Buddy joins us later today, and we will have women's volleyball coach Jason Williams. Mallory is out at the tailgates on this homecoming morning, and we will talk betting and Big 12 with Alexa. But first, a word from our sponsor, Texacoin. All right, guys, we have our weekly guest, Mike Buddy, here with us today, athletic director of the Horned Frogs. Another rivalry week, 2 private schools in the Big 12. What has this homecoming week been like for you?
Well, it's been special just because it's been our first one. And so my wife and I got to ride in the homecoming parade last night, which is pretty cool. I never thought it would be a grand marshal of a parade. Great experience. And to see so much purple in and around town. Fort Worth is always saturated in purple, but even more so this weekend. And as you mentioned, a great rivalry against Baylor, a common opponent, a similar type of institution. And the fact that we're both 4-2 and pretty, desperate and hungry for a win should make it a great day.
I think it's going to be a great game. So we're going to hit on 2 fall sports. First, we have volleyball, 16-3, 11th in the nation. Can you tell me a little bit about what you think of these ladies?
Well, they're warriors, to be honest with you. If you would have told me as I looked at that schedule that they're coming out of the gate with I think 4 of their first 5 opponents were ranked, a pretty bold effort by Coach Williams and his young ladies. And then on top of that, to have some key injuries early in the season, for us to be sitting here at 16-3, just playing really consistent volleyball. It's like a different athlete steps up every day. So really proud of what they've been able to accomplish so far, hoping that we can get them to host some postseason matches here at the Schollmeyer on campus. So far so good, but a lot of season left.
Yes, we're going to talk to Jason Williams later about that. But next, soccer. They are 14th in the nation. They beat number 10 Baylor on Thursday in the thick of Big 12 play. What do you think about these ladies?
Well, they didn't just beat Baylor, to be clear. It was an old-fashioned butt kicking, which was really good to see. And we just, everything clicked for them the other night. And soccer is kind of a game of momentum. And once we got momentum on our side, Seven Castaigne stood out clearly. The best player on the field the other night and has had a phenomenal year. But again, it's similar to volleyball, some key injuries, and they haven't skipped a beat. They're playing really well. The Big 12 in women's soccer is extremely deep, extremely talented. So plenty of work left to do, but we're on a really good trajectory.
College football, crazy this season. Miami getting upset last night. Number 2, getting upset by an unranked team. Texas isn't even in the national rankings. What can you tell me about college football right now?
Well, it just goes to show you all these prognosticators and the people in Las Vegas and the talking heads on ESPN and me, not to be fair, y'all think you have a grip on, who's favored, who's going to have the better team. And with all the madness of NIL and revenue sharing, even more so, people were confident in who the best teams would be. And we're proving week in, week out that, there's a reason you play the game, because there's just a phenomenal amount of great athletes that are playing college football. And on any given day, anything can happen. So it makes it exciting for the fan.
Definitely. Well, thank you so much for joining us every single week. And thank you to Texacoin for making it possible. We're going to send you out to Mallory James Mahomey at the tailgates to interview some fans.
Go Frogs.
Thanks, Mallory. Frogs are favored in another critical game. We have the honor of being joined by head coach of the volleyball team, Jason Williams. Thanks for joining us today, Coach. Your team is ranked 11th in the nation and 6-1 in Big 12 play. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, just a great start of the season. It really started with beating SMU in the exhibition, and they're another top 10 team, and just kind of built some confidence and just kind of solidified that our systems are doing pretty good, and yeah, just getting some good wins.
Yeah, Frogs are 1-2 on the road this season. What is it about a road game that makes it so much harder to win?
Yeah, I mean, for us in volleyball, like the home court atmosphere is huge, and just being able to really, to me, control your attention. That's kind of what we talk about: is don't let the opponent steal your focus, don't let the fans steal your focus, and just stay dialed in and do your job, and we can still get it done.
From a coach's standpoint, if you're Sonny Dykes right now, what are you telling your team as you're 1 week on the road, 1 week at home? What are you telling your team just to stay focused?
I think for me, it's we're a playoff caliber team. Let's use our training. Let's use our strengths and let's go out there and show it today.
I'm glad to see you wearing purple today for sure. So you have been a record-breaking team. You were ranked in the top 10 for the first time in program history, taking down 6 ranked opponents, then breaking the single season record for student attendance. If someone were to ask, why should I attend a TCU volleyball game, what do you tell them?
Yeah, I think it's we're a true family. You know, the culture. I don't say like I built a culture. I think we've all built the culture, but the culture drives our program. And that at the end of the day, as a student athlete, that's what you're really looking for, right? Like a 15, 16, 17-year-old might think they're looking for other things, but they really want to come to a family. They want to come somewhere where people care about them, where you have the resources to get everything you need. And I think Fort Worth is awesome. So I love it here.
Last thing, Coach, before we get you out of here, I hear you are going on an international road trip with your team. Tell me a little bit about that.
Yeah, we just announced it to them last night, and we're super excited. First international trip since I've been here. So none of the players have been on one, and they were so excited when I told them. But yeah, we're gonna go. We're gonna try. Right, we need to fundraise a little bit, but we're gonna go a couple of days in Hawaii, break up the trip, do some Hawaii stuff, maybe train there, and then 10 days in Japan. And yeah, everybody's just so excited because it's one of those trips that is probably a once in a lifetime for almost everybody. So yeah, if you want to go, let us know.
Well, Frogs today will be there. We're already going to Ireland for football, so we're going to make it to Japan. We're super excited.
Yeah, love it.
With some possible rain in the forecast, the time has come for the ground game to find their spark. Also, a huge game for the young guys on the Baylor roster. Here's what star quarterback Sawyer Robertson had to say on their first Blue Bonnet battle experience. All the pressure lands on the Carter boys, who stand at 1-2 in the conference, and if there's ever been a time to bounce back from a loss, today is that day. This has been your Frogs Today football pregame show, live from the Moncrief Club in the south end zone of the Amon G. Carter Stadium. Brought to you by Texacoin, and go Frogs.